The amount of things that I prop y'all up on is fantastic. I just wanted to sit and have a cup of coffee today. I'm in my coffee bar area, dining room, with like the worst lighting on the planet. But I had all these plans on getting dressed up today and doing a whole background and doing stuff and making sure everything was set up right. And then I got tired. It's my last day off work. I'm having like some sort of severe allergy attack. It's attacking my throat. As you can probably hear in my voice, it's very hoarse. What do you guys drink in your coffee? I did almond milk. I frothed some almond milk with like, let me see if I can show you guys. It's a bad angle for me. I just did like a K-cup of cinnamon coffee with some Swerve, that sugar-free brown sugar, and some Sweet and Low. And then I frothed almond milk with some fresh cinnamon and I like little tad of like some half and half just to make it a little thicker. So you know when like you froth almond milk, it's not very thick or foamy and it's kind of not satisfying. So that's how I drink mine. I like a cinnamon brown sugar kind of coffee. Sometimes I like a mocha, but it's really hard to make a low-calorie mocha that actually tastes good. So that's what I have in mind. Do you guys have any like coffee recipes that you have? Because I love coffee. I love coffee, hot and iced. I actually just bought some iced cups that are like at a coffee shop because I want to drink coffee at home. But it's hard to because I love my little like shaky iced coffee in the morning. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy some clear. They're made out of recycled plastic, okay? Still not good though. I should just buy a regular clear tumbler. Anyways, I'm veering off into coffee. I always do. I love coffee. But I wanted to come on here and make a video and talk about consistency because that's always been my biggest struggle, if we're being honest. I can do things. I can start a diet. I can follow through for a little bit, but consistency is my number one kryptonite problem. And for me, it's like, I want to talk about why I'm not consistent and what I'm going to do to help me stay consistent going forward. I have been leaning more on friends and loved ones, therapy, different things to understand what I need for myself and what I need to stay consistent. I am incredibly fortunate to have the best friend that I have. She and I are on each other all the time. We're very much always here to talk to each other, and like it's really nice to have that person in my corner. So let's talk consistency. First of all, I want to talk about why I'm not consistent. And I think that's very much how stressed out I am all the time. I'm very stressed. I'm very scatterbrained. I am very all over the place all the time. And I can make as many lists, as many schedules, and start them all off as much as I want. I'm never able to stay consistent. It sucks. So going forward, my goal is to really make sure that I am using a ring calendar. And hear me out. I am talking about those paper calendars that you make in elementary school where you staple a ring and then the day that you're waiting for, like Christmas break or whatever, is a different color. And I think that's because I can do calendars, I can do bullet journaling, I can do whatever I want. If I'm not physically seeing something tear off and go away, I won't stay consistent, I think. I have not tried this yet, so you guys are going to go on this journey with me. I'm going to make that ring calendar later today, so I'll probably put it in this video before I edit and post it. And I'm going to do 30 days of consistency. Once that 30 days is up, I can reward myself with something small if I've stayed consistent. And then once the 30 days is up, if I have not stayed consistent, I haven't done what I need to do, then we start over. And I don't punish myself for it because we are only human. And I am also another thing that makes me inconsistent is my binge eating. I have a binge eating disorder. It's a really big problem I've been dealing with for a long time. And that's something that you can tell by my fidgeting I'm really uncomfortable talking about because it took a long time for me to say out loud and for me to admit. So I'm gonna do my ring calendar here on video every day. I'm going to tear one off. I'll post a video once a week about like me tearing them off every day. I'm not going to make a video every day. I know I won't stay consistent with that. But I do want to do once a week or once every 2 weeks, just a video of me having torn them all off every day, how I'm doing. So I will be filming myself every day on how I'm doing, but I won't be posting except for once every week or once every 2 weeks. Mondays seem to be my sweet spot for posting. I think it's because on Sundays, my son tends to nap. On Saturdays, he won't. On Sundays, he will. I think our nap age, our nap time, our nap period is ending in his life, which makes me sad. I'm a single parent, so it's my only time I get to myself, but it's okay because it just means more joyful moments with him. So I won't take that as a bad thing. Another way I'm going to stay consistent is reminding myself of my whys, my reasons why I'm doing this and why I need to get healthier and why I need to stay healthier. One is that a big hurdle of mine was healing my Hashimoto's, and I was able to do that this year. I would not say I've completely cut out, but I've way cut down on my dairy, my gluten, and my soy intake. I am a big believer that as long as you cut down a lot, you can really help your thyroid. And I got a call from my doctor and all my levels were so great, and he was like, you did it. Like, I don't need medication, which is amazing to hear. So now there's no excuses for me. Now it's about a calorie deficit. Now it's about reverse dieting, because I've always restricted myself down to 12 to 1400 calories, and that's not okay, especially for my stature and my size. I'm a big girl. So my calorie deficit right now is 1700 calories. I'm going to stick to that. But my whys, my reasons why, are my son. He's going to be 4 in a week and a half, and it's really hard to keep up with him. And I see days that go by where I'm sitting on a couch, or I'm like, my knees hurt from sitting down with him a lot. And I want to have such a fulfilling life with him. I want him to wake up every day and know that I can chase after him. I can, do whatever. And I can do a lot of stuff right now, but it comes with a lot of exhaustion and a lot of pain later. And I want to just be able to, like, when he's older, like in the next year or so, I want to go camping and I want to go on hikes. I want to do things that physically are demanding. And I can't really do a lot of those things if I'm at the weight I'm at. And I have to really be real with myself about that, because I'm able to do a lot. Honestly, for my size, I am very active. I'm able to do quite a bit. I take very good I'm stuttering. I take very big pride in that, because I do stay active for my size, but I want to be quite a bit more active. I also want to be here for a lot longer with my son. I don't want to have any sort of heart disease or anything like that that's going to stop me in my older age. I also, just my health. I want to feel better. I'm sick of feeling sick all the time. I really am having an allergy attack or a head cold right now, but I mean, physically, I just feel sick all the time. I always feel tired. I always feel exhausted, and I want to not feel that way anymore. So that's another why. Another one, which is, I have to list a lot of whys, and because I want to have a physical list to look at so that every day I can remember my whys. One of those things is roller coasters. I want to ride a whole bunch of roller coasters. I used to when I was younger, when I was a lot smaller, when I was half the size. I got on roller coasters. I would just drive down to Six Flags here in California, and I would ride roller coasters all day until I was literally almost sick. And I want to do that again. I want to feel that rush again. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I want my son, I want to be able to get on roller coasters with him. For his 5th birthday next year, I really want to take him to Legoland and to the San Diego Zoo again, which at my size is fine, but Legoland and Disneyland, different things like that I want to do with him as he gets older. I don't want to be turned away from rides with him. That's one of my biggest fears. Not because it's embarrassing, but because I want to have those experiences with my son. And I can't have those experiences if I'm this size. Another reason is my best friend. We're doing this together, and I want, when she moves home in a year, her husband's stationed out of the country, but when she moves home in a year, I want she and I to be able to be like, wow, we did that. We both have struggled with consistency. We both have struggled with not losing the weight because we're on for a while and then we fall off and gain it back, and then we lose a good amount of weight and we're like, yes, and then gain it all back. And it's really time. It's really time to be tough on ourselves, to have some tough love and to get it right this time. And so I am gonna weigh myself tonight. I got really sick a couple of months ago and I was in and out of the ER. I dropped weight really fast, a lot of it. But I know that since I started feeling better, I gained it all back and then some. I'm gonna guess and say I'm probably somewhere in the 315 to 320 range. I'm gonna weigh myself tomorrow morning. I'll probably post this video tomorrow morning. But when I weigh myself, I'm probably gonna cry because that's all that weight I lost and I just gained it all back. Because why? Because I binge eat and because I have no self-control. And I have to really admit that to myself. And I think I'm gonna join a couple of binge eating groups and get like a 12-step book on it, because if we're being honest, it's an addiction. And it's like food is the worst addiction because it's something that you cannot quit. You can't just put food down and never pick it back up again. You have to eat. So weight loss surgery is not on the table for me. My insurance doesn't cover it. I can't afford that kind of thing. There's a lot of other things in life that I would rather afford when I know that I can do this. I know that I can. And so this is my new journey on weight loss after Hashimoto's. And this is staying consistent. You know, I'm going to make sure I remind myself of my whys. I'm going to make my ring calendar later today. I'm going to go to the store with my son, get the paper to do it. I'm going to get the kids' construction paper. We're going to do it. There are some things I have to do like a kid, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad at myself for it. If you have any ideas on consistency or you've lost weight and you've struggled with being consistent before, give me a couple ideas in the comments. And if you struggle with being consistent and you're in the same boat as me, feel free to continue watching and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting every week or 2 weeks. And just hit that notification button. You'll get notified when I post. But I'd love to hear back from you guys on your coffee recipes, on consistency, on if you're struggling like I am. I really want a sense of community right now. If you have any recommendations on binge eating groups, that's something really vulnerable for me to admit. And so, yeah, that's really it. That's all I had for today. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh myself and also do my, ring calendar. So I will see you guys back for that when I do it. And thank you for watching. All right, we got it made. It goes for 23 days in white and then 6 days in green for like the last week. And then the last day is you did it in orange. So a little childish, but hey, if it works, you know? Good morning. Okay, so that's my weight and it sucks. I was making really good progress back in like March. I mean, given I was very sick and I was in the ER, but I was down to 302. So, but I have eaten like crap since then and I've gained everything back. So we're starting over. I'm not going to take this as a negative. I'm feeling okay. I had a little bit of added stress this week just in my personal life. And also yesterday morning, my grandma did pass away. So I've just got grief and stress and different things going on in my personal life right now. Exercising will come more and more as the days go. Sorry, I had to ignore a call. As the days go, you know, exercising will come more and more. It's just, I really want to get down a solid eating plan with like no binge eating before I can do that. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to keep on track. I'm ready to get this going. I've got just a lot in the works in life right now, which, you know, good things are in the works. And I'm just ready to get my life on track, and I'm sick of food and my weight holding me down in life. So I'm ready, and that's that. I'm gonna just start over, start fresh. I actually believe I started at 319, so we're still 4 pounds down from the beginning, but I'm not counting that. We're starting over. So that'll be my new beginning. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go ahead and continue with my consistency. I will make a video, like I said, every week for how my weeks are progressing with the ring calendar and how I'm doing with my consistency, with my eating, with my not binge eating, and how all that's going. So I'll see you guys in my next video.